I just haven't had time to go on the fucking public domain shit and do it.
This is the
Oh,
theme song to the turnaround. We're starting right now.
that'll work.
Everybody come together and watch the turnaround with John Brown and W. Scott and Barry is late again. All right, thank you.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Um, yeah, so we're in our third installment of the turnaround, and the running bit is still happening with Barry being late. um, yeah, I actually talked to somebody at work. Um, Barry's not even on yet, so I don't know why I'm talking about this. This guy I work with, Dan, said that he was watching and that he knew Barry. I was like, oh, that's well, I guess they're old friends or something. I'm muting Barry until he figures it out. So yeah, man, the game Sunday, it was an interesting tailgate. I'll start off with
Oh
that.
yeah, let's hear about your tailgate. How'd that go?
Oh man. So we get there at 7:15, somewhere like that. And before we even get the grill out, Blake Townsend comes walking up. And I'm like, how'd you get here, Blake? Because I know he doesn't drive. And he had a long ass story, something about he tried to get a bus and then had a bunch of Uber stories and shit, and he got there. So that was happening, and then everybody was trying to watch. Everybody was trying to watch the game. What's up, Barry? You're interrupting my story.
Yeah, I'll eat something. I just figured it out.
I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing,
That
man?
was Twin Lakes Tavern in beautiful Twin Lakes, Ohio. Come on up for happy hour. Got another hour. Wait, what time is it? All right, they got 40 minutes. And Amy will let you use her hotspot. I'm using Amy's hotspot. And drink.
Barry's just on a hot spot from the bar. His connection is a little choppy.
Come on.
They have if they have one of those lottery machines, they have a hardwire connection you can pull
Baseball.
out.
Look at a beautiful view. It's my first time here. I can't believe I've never come here.
This video is like a flip book.
I didn't even know Twin Lakes was a thing, man. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that existed. Twin Lakes, Ohio.
What do I need? Headphones? I can't hear you.
I don't know, man. This is real quality broadcasting, though, Barry.
Why can't I hear you? I'm using my phone.
I have no idea, man.
We can hear all of your stuff.
Gotta cool that. On the monitor. How does this? I can't hear you guys. You can hear me. You're acting like you hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We are also live. All right, I'm gonna mute Barry until he figures it out. I'll tell him to text me whenever he figures it out. Because that's weird. So anyways, so the tailgate we had, it was very interesting. Brian Stern and Kyle Hanhorst came out, and then Jimmy Killius, Brandon Petrie, Flim Love, and Gabe Gary showed up at 10 minutes before noon.
And right on time.
Yeah, and we were like, we're leaving, dude. Like, you guys want to grab some food real quick or something? And then so they were gonna go watch the game at Kyle's van. He brought a TV, and Kyle could not get the TV to work. So they ended up going with, the Ashley, can't remember her last name, the chick from Dave Swenson's class. They ended up going out on a boat with her, and I got a Snapchat from Brandon right before kickoff of all of them on a boat together. And I guess they watched the game on Brandon's phone. So that's fun.
You do what you got to do, man.
Yeah. Tell him Barry, let me know when he can hear us. Anyways, yeah, that was good. But the concession stands, dude, in the game were the worst I've ever seen them. I've been going to Browns games for 20 years, and it was the worst. We got in line to get a drink, me and my dad, at 25 after noon, and we barely got in our seats right before they kicked off. I mean, it was
What were you in line for?
For a beer. Like that was yeah, it was terrible. Like the facial recognition thing was real cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Did it do those little lines and dots on your face and then a big green check mark?
No. So I walk up and they tell me to put my picture in front, or my face in front of the iPad, and I saw myself on the iPad, and it wasn't even like 10 seconds, and it just popped up and said John Brown 2 tickets instead of Stu. I was like, that's the fastest facial recognition I've ever seen. And they're using it for sporting events. That's probably the best use for it.
Yeah. Well, it's probably already in the airports identifying people that are on the no-fly list. So
yeah. Yeah, man. We didn't get to see the flyover, so I didn't see what they did for that, or who sung the national anthem or any fun shit like that. So I think me and Brandon I might talk Brandon into leaving the tailgate at like 11:45 this week to get into the game on time. So I've never, every game almost, I am in line to get a beer when the national anthem's playing. Like I never get in the game in time. It's terrible.
That's crazy. I'm turning down the volume, but I got us on so I can see comment. Oh, we can see comments on here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, we can see comments on here.
Mr. I Am Chad, another Big Ween's Backyard Comedy Bonanza performer, commented.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
I don't know why the comments aren't popping up.
I don't know either. Big shout out.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Or is he in the private chat? That's the private chat shit. Oh no, that's all Barry.
Yeah, that's just all Barry in the
all
Barry.
Chat. Barry's trying to communicate with us. I'll just leave the chat open, and if Barry has anything interesting to say, I'll just tell you guys what he said.
You can just throw it in there.
He's saying, "Come on down to Twin Lakes Tavern."
Are we sponsored by Twin Lakes Tavern? No.
where one of 3 of us are broadcasting live for another 41 minutes. Well, Barry's broadcasting his face, at least. That's cool.
We can hear Barry. He just can't seem to hear us.
Yeah, which is like super, super not helpful. Oh, he can hear us. Okay.
Oh, well then let's you want to take him off?
Barry, you can hear us now? Apparently not. Going back on mute, Barry. This is a running bit now, I think. It's Barry's face just being on.
Show up on streamer at distance. I'm gonna click on a comment to show it on the screen.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. This is going terribly today. And I don't know why. I can't figure it out.
I'd say it's kind of like related to third downs for the Browns, which, what did I say last week that I really wanted for the game? No agita. I had agita.
No agita.
I had agita.
What was your agita for the game?
They couldn't get off the field on third downs. There was no reason that team should have been able to go down the field like they did.
Yep.
Ridiculous. I mean, on third downs, when they're third and long, they have them at third and long. They got to get off the field.
Yeah, man. I honestly don't want to know what would have happened in that game. If I think we still would have won, but I think it would have been a lot closer game if Tyrod Taylor wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think we still would have won though. It's unfortunate. I think the turnovers in this game, the the only one of the season so far that I don't think was like a fluky turnover was the interception this week, and that was Anthony Schwartz stopping on a route and causing an interception. That's something that you can fix. All of our other turnovers, I think, have just been to the point where they're like fluky things that have happened. Like, Chubb never fumbles the ball. He just got it knocked out. The Donovan Peoples-Jones thing, you can't prevent that. Guy was coming across the middle, put his helmet right on the football.
Yeah, that's going to come out of your hands. When that helmet hits that football, it's out of there.
Yeah, you can't do anything about that. And then I don't know, the punt thing, that's a fluke. That never happens. I mean, it's just stuff like that, but that's why I'm trying to look at stuff that we can correct from the game. And I don't know. One thing is, I don't know, people keep saying there's too much zone coverage, but like they're not. Nobody that's saying that's an NFL coach. Like, I mean, it's like they don't even know what the hell zone coverage is. The only reason they know is because Ken Carm told them we were in zone coverage. That's it.
The fact that neither Garrett nor Clowney seem to really be tearing it up as of yet, that's a little concerning. I think it's pretty obvious that while we may hold Clowney in higher regard, other teams don't. I mean, I didn't see anybody trying to double team Clowney. Everybody was just double teaming or, let Miles in and then chip him off at the last minute. I mean, I just didn't see that teams are taking Clowney very seriously.
Well, it's difficult because it's not really like Clowney's skill level isn't what we thought it was going to be when he entered the NFL. He is one of the best run stopping defensive ends in the league. He just is. But I mean, if you look at the running stats the past 2 weeks, we've allowed nothing. I mean, we're pretty stout against the run. We allowed 82 yards total against the Texans, and I think it was less than that against the Chiefs. With the Chiefs, it was 73 yards total. So we haven't allowed 100 yards rushing to a team.
Let alone
the
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, Barry.
It's like a Verizon commercial.
I know.
Where are you?
All right. I'm done with it, Barry. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm done with it, man. You got to be able to hear us or something.
StreamYard. It's not. Yeah. I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's not the StreamYard, man. It's definitely your connection.
I'm on 4% also, guys.
And I don't even know why it keeps unmuting him.
I think he can unmute himself.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Don't do that anymore. No, I mean, I'm sorry, dude, but it's like super
got a good
fucking
shirt on. Got a good shirt. It's
Hell
motherfucking
yeah.
game day, bitches.
day.
Motherfucking game day.
Yeah, it's not game day for Barry. I think he's watching soccer. I don't know what's going on over there.
Is it Wimbledon?
Tavern. There's a guy with fucking flamingos on his shirt there. I don't know. It's just very, very disorienting, Barry. I don't know. All right, so
Getting agita.
Yeah, back to the Browns instead of Barry. God damn it. No, but I thought it's been interesting that nobody has really tested Newsom. But Denzel Ward does not look great. so far this year.
He did not look great last week. He was letting people catch the ball.
Yeah, and Woods, our defensive coordinator, talked about it in his press conference. He said that he thinks Denzel is just trying to make plays instead of just sticking to his fundamentals and his technique. So he said that's something that can be fixed. He said Denzel looks faster and like he's cutting faster and everything this year. He said he thinks he's just trying to make big plays too much. And he's got to realize that he doesn't have to do that. We have the talent on defense to where he doesn't have to like feel pressure to make big plays.
Well, what about Delpit? What'd you think about his debut?
Well, he had some mistakes, but he looked he had some plays where he looked awesome. I mean, that sack was great. The interception would have been sweet if he could have came down with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just Brandon Cooks playing defense.
Well, I mean, he had that sack, but that caused a fumble, right?
Yes, but
yeah. I mean, that was good.
Yeah. He looked good. He made some big plays. I was very impressed with his first game in the NFL. I think he'll be better this week. John Johnson hasn't really impressed me too much. I don't know what's going on with him because he was like one of the highest graded safeties. He was one of the highest graded safeties last year.
Yeah. So
maybe it's just getting used to a new defense and new players that he's got to play around, but he needs to step it up. I don't know, but Myles Garrett, yeah, he hasn't looked great, but he's also played against two of the best left tackles in the game the last 2 weeks. So.
So she can tell you about the hot spot.
I think he might. I think he might have a better game this week.
Yeah.
I like how. Why does Barry randomly unmute himself
and then talk about the hot spot?
Yeah, and then mute himself back immediately. Like, what is going on?
This is more about Amy's fault.
Oh, you can hear us now? Oh, nope, I guess not. This is great.
What are we watching? Carolina and the Texans up there on the screen?
What it looks like. That game pissed me off because I lost McCaffrey for 5 weeks.
Oh, is he out?
At least 3, yeah. But Brian Kenny just told me 5 he heard.
Oof.
5. So.
The right Amy.
Yeah, not great. I don't know who Amy is, Barry.
Tell Amy to bring me a beer, please. If she doesn't mind.
What's funny is that he can't hear us, but he still keeps trying to unmute himself to join. Like, dude, what do you just
it's too much.
Up, man. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. So the game this week against the Bears, we have the season debut of Odell Beckham Jr. coming this week.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna have a big game. I do.
I don't think they should have said it.
Yeah.
I think they should have stuck with that game time decision and then let Chicago worry about it. And then at the last moment say, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think they're just excited about it. I mean,
I think they're trying to get people excited about it because Jarvis is out for like the next couple of weeks. And, hopefully it's only, this week and the next 2 weeks that he's out. But that MCL strain, that's a bitch of an injury. Speaking as someone who's had that, not from anything athletic, just falling off of an inner tube, being pulled behind a boat. But it does hurt and does keep you from doing things.
Oh, I'm sure, man. I'm sure.
See that Cubs game?
What? What are you talking about?
Do you have ranch? Ranch and tater pots.
At this point, I think he's doing a bit. I really do. Like he just unmutes and says random shit like Amy, and then mutes it back, and then hotspot. Yeah,
the Cubs
game. It's not even. Is it even baseball season anymore? What the fuck?
Yeah, for the next couple of days.
Oh, all right.
Which brings brings an end to the era of the Cleveland Indians. So
Yeah. Who cares?
I'll tell you this.
Browns are good. Who gives a fuck?
I never really bought anything that said Indians on it. Everything that I have for Cleveland Indians has always just been more Cleveland related,
Yeah.
with Cleveland on it. I'm a big Cleveland fan. That name, the Indians, I've never really been crazy about it, but I always chose, if there was an option available, I always picked something that had Cleveland on it.
Yeah. We just I don't know. I don't really care. It's the
Why are we talking about the Indians?
yeah,
This-
dude, it's
this
baseball,
sucks.
man. It's baseball.
I wanted-
Who cares?
I have Amy's consent, so I
Nobody
just
cares
needed
about
to let you
the
know.
nobody
This
cares about
stuff
the goddamn
is not
Barry.
bartenders, plus and what have you. All right. I'm watching football. That's what we're doing.
Okay, the Cubs. Gotcha.
I can't hear. I can't hear everything you're saying.
Yeah, I realize that. I think everybody realizes that.
I think that it would be great if Bear to come on and his Wi-Fi done, and then go through, get everything up so that when live at 1:00 Friday, that we can do this.
Yeah, I think his hotspot is messing with your Wi-Fi because you're a little choppy.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay. All right.
My
How the
food.
fuck did you do that?
Anything else with it?
Oh,
Bear's getting muted again. So here's the thing with Odell. Our wide receivers haven't been doing shit.
I'm leaving because they're playing.
I'm getting ready to just end it and end him for now.
You can't. You got to let this train wreck
Fuck
all the way.
man. I don't know, man. It's but anyways, it's Odell coming back. I think he's gonna have a big game because our wide receivers haven't been doing shit, and he said he wasn't gonna come back until he was 100%. So I believe he's 100%. I think for the first part of the game, I talked about this with Brandon Petrie earlier. I think for the first part of the game, he's probably going to get double teamed quite a bit. And I think Baker Mayfield will take advantage of those double teams, and he'll
Nothing on cooking with Scott, but it's good.
in the back. He said this has nothing on cooking with Scott, but this is good. God damn it.
Oh my God.
I think he can hear us, and he's just doing a bit. That's all this is.
It's a good bit.
Yeah. He's just frustrating and pissing me off more and more as we go. That's it. That's the bit. Like, what the fuck? We're like watching commercials on his TV. Like, we can't even
I know.
see him. It'd be one thing if we could see him and not hear him, but we can't even see him at this point. But anyway, let's talk about the Browns. I'll if he keeps coming back in and causing a ruckus, I'll remove him. It's I could do that. Yeah, Barry, I can remove you. I don't know. But so what do you think about Justin Fields, man? What do you think they
I think that I loved him until he left Ohio State.
I still love him. I just don't want him to do good against the Browns. I want him to succeed. I just don't want it to be against us.
I mean, yeah, I'm happy for him playing, anyone else. But coming into Cleveland, starting as a quarterback, I mean, I know he's good. I know he's quick, but at the end of the day, he's a rookie in the NFL. And while he may have taken some reps in preseason games and during his practices with the Bears, I don't know. I think it was Destiny's Child that said, "I don't think you're ready for this jelly," and I don't think he is. You know, I really don't.
His child song, you got the deep cuts over there.
I don't know what she said you're not ready for. If it's you're not ready for this belly, but that doesn't seem like something that those fine young women would say
Yeah.
because they don't have bellies. But
True.
you know,
True.
Yeah.
I think they should. I think they don't really need to blitz him much, honestly, because their offensive line is horrid. So I think Myles Garrett, Tech McKinley, and those guys should be able to get to him. The challenge is going to be to put a spy on him so he doesn't. So he
Yeah.
doesn't take off
running.
from the pass rush. Yeah. I think this could be a big game for Owusu-Koramoah. I think they need to give him a shot, let him be the QB spy for the game, and see how he does. I mean, he's got the speed. I don't know. It shouldn't be a challenge to beat a rookie in his first game. I don't care who the rookie is. Look how bad Trevor Lawrence has looked, and he's supposed to be the next Peyton Manning. You know, I mean, it shouldn't be hard to beat a rookie in their first game. So,
Well, you know, even as a rookie, Peyton Manning wasn't lighting the world on fire.
no, right?
you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm
So-
saying. Yeah, it's rookie quarterbacks make mistakes, man, and you got to capitalize on those mistakes.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, even well, you know,
Manning-
Baker came in to take over for Tyrod, and you know, Tyrod's got to be tired of this fucking story.
yeah,
You know, I mean, really, he's like, seriously,
yeah,
like
Yeah.
2.5 games and I'm out every
yeah.
fucking year.
I don't think Davis Mills is setting the world on fire, though. I don't think he's taking over that job. I don't know.
No. Tyrod will get that back.
I mean, dude, they had, I think it was like 171 yards of total offense last night against the Panthers
Mm-hmm.
in the game. I mean, that is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a total yards that low for an entire game for a team. But yeah, man, it shouldn't be hard. I mean, even like you said, Peyton Manning threw 26 touchdowns and 28 picks his rookie year. So, like, rookies make mistakes. Baker had one of the most impressive rookie years, I think, out of anybody, especially because he didn't start the year.
Well, yeah, and he set the touchdown passing record for a rookie, didn't he?
Yeah, which I think
27.
yeah, I think that was broken by Herbert last year. I'm pretty sure.
Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah. He
These are the kind of takes you won't get on the national mainstream media,
yeah,
you
Cleveland Browns
know,
doesn't have
shows, right? Like you won't hear any of those talking heads say, fuck that guy. That's what we do here on the turnaround.
Yeah.
We're in your face
Yep.
and at the bar with shitty
about,
Wi-Fi.
Talk about real quick. Yeah. Talk about real quick the division. Steelers got beat by the Raiders. Ben Roethlisberger looks like he's done.
He's a loaf of bread. It's what I
Dude,
keep saying.
He can't hit Najee Harris on a 5-yard screen, like on a screenplay, on a 5-yard little curl route. Like he can't hit Najee Harris 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Like it's sad.
He could if Najee Harris was a college co-ed, he could probably hit on him from 5 yards away.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he'd have one of his buddies drag him into a bathroom stall. No, but
Terrible man.
Yeah, he looks done. TJ Watt is hurt, which means the Steelers have nothing on defense, it seems like. When TJ Watt's out, it seems like they have nothing. I don't know.
Right. Now, I am a little upset by the fact that the Ravens beat the Chiefs. That gives me agita as well. You know, first of all, I don't like them when they win. I know that I Am Chad is a big fan of the Ravens, but I'm not, never have been. Considering, you know, I don't want to go into the history of the fact that Art Modell not only stole the team from Cleveland, but he also stole the very first logo that the Ravens had from a parking lot attendant. And so that's why they had to change it in their second season. But anytime that people are talking about the Ravens over the Browns, I mean, that is ridiculous. It's a goddamn travesty.
Yeah.
It's a waste of airtime. Lamar Jackson, I almost stopped playing Madden 20. What is that? Madden 20, because he was like the face on Madden 20. It was just irritating to press start and see him on there for 10 or 15 seconds.
Man, I'm more upset about the coverage of that game because they all acted like Lamar Jackson was an awesome quarterback and led his team to victory. He led his team to victory by being a running back.
Right.
His quarterback rating was like 67. Like, he had a terrible game as a quarterback. And that gets overshadowed so much just because he can run the football. And I don't know. I can't believe the Chiefs let him run all over him like that. Like, that's the one thing you have to stop when it comes to Lamar Jackson, and they couldn't stop it. It's just,
well, I don't know why you game plan for him to throw.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to hand it off, or he's going to act like he's going to throw. He's going to pull it down and then run.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, teams don't game plan for him to throw the ball. They stop the run from Lamar Jackson, and that's why the Ravens can't win in the playoffs. So I don't understand why they don't do that in the regular season. Yeah, he was 18 for 26 for 239 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. QBR of 58.5. I mean, and that's they're talking about him as an MVP candidate from that.
Baker has the highest completion percentage in the NFL right now. And then I saw a poll where he was ranked like the number 10 quarterback in the league.
I know. It's crazy.
And I'm like, how is that possible? How do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I didn't realize. Yeah, I don't know why the comments aren't showing up today, because I see we have a bunch of.
Do we?
On there? Yeah, and Ryan Yex, I did say Najee Harris's name right. That's how you say it. It's Najee Harris. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what. Maybe Ryan.
Jimmy Killius is watching.
Maybe Ryan Yex is pronouncing it wrong. Oh, you can see who's watching, huh?
Yeah, it says Jimmy Killius, Baker Mayfield 8 babies with Hillary Clinton on Jeffrey Epstein's island. That's Jimmy. Like, if it didn't say Jimmy Killius on there, I would know I'd be like, oh, that's Jimmy.
Oh man. Should I go into Jimmy's a piece of shit again? Should I go back into that?
No, that's all you. I think we have him on as a guest spot.
No, I was talking to him about it. I said I think we might have a Jimmy segment every week and just have him on for like 60 seconds, because that's as long as I can stand him talking about the Browns.
The thing is, like Brian Galler just said, these people think that we mispronounce Najee Harris's name.
Yeah.
So what? Fucking Steeler. What the fuck do I care if I pronounce his name correctly? You know what? It's not the kicker of the Browns. It's not that third string punter of the Browns, and I'm not pronouncing his name. So I think we're all good there.
Well, Ryan Yex is a Steelers fan. So
is he?
Yeah, he is. He is a Steelers fan. I've talked to him about it before. I've told him how disappointed it makes me. But he's adamant on being a Steelers fan. I'm not going to stop him.
Did you give him that disappointed dad look?
Yeah, I did. I like Ryan Yex, but not on Sundays. No, he's on Sundays. No go.
Yeah, that's not right.
But what do you think about the game? What do you think the score is going to be? What are we going for? What's the point spread?
I don't know. That's actually something I did not look at this week. Last week it was like 12 points, but I don't think it's as much this week. I think that a lot of people are concerned about us being able to get off the field on third down. I mean, if you can't get off the field on third down, that just makes the other team's offense is just marching, at that point. And that's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're given 7.5. So
I was actually going to say I think it'll be probably somewhere around 28-14.
28-14. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's so hard to predict because I don't know what our defense is going to show up like. I mean, I know we have the talent on defense, but they just haven't showed it yet.
I think if they even half-ass it, they should be on par with the Bears offense.
Yeah. Well,
Joe
Woods better start actually calling the defense that he wants to call, because he's about to be on the hot seat if he doesn't start, because fans are not happy with Joe Woods right now. I mean, I'm on a couple Browns pages, and I think it's ridiculous 2 games into the season to talk about firing the defensive coordinator, but there's been a lot of fire the defensive coordinator talk over the past week. It does not look good for Joe Woods with the fans' opinion on him. But Browns fans are idiots. I mean, really, a lot of Browns fans, we have some terrible, terrible fans. I had this guy next to me at the game last week that I wanted to fight, and I don't fight very often.
What? You wanted to fight?
Yeah, man.
Man, I would watch that. I would pay to see that. A John Brown fight?
If my dad wasn't there, I probably would have punched him.
Did your dad hold you back?
Dude, it was the first. No, I just didn't want to punch somebody when my dad was sitting in between us. I thought that
Why? My dad would have been like, "Hey, how come you're not hitting that guy?"
He would have been pissed too if he didn't eat so many brownies. But he kept talking shit about Baker the whole first half, and I'm like, dude, he's thrown one incomplete pass, and it just happened to be an interception because the wide receiver stopped in his route.
And technically, that is a completion, so that guy shouldn't bitch about that.
Yeah,
you know,
it was
obviously it was a catchable ball. So
yeah, I mean, dude, it's crazy though. Like that would have been a catchable ball to Schwartz if Schwartz didn't stop his route. I mean, it was a timing route, and Schwartz just stopped. He needs to learn he can't do that.
But he'll learn. He'll learn. You know,
maybe.
It's all learning. It's all experience. So,
yeah. Well, I think the game. I'll go with 28-21 because I don't have enough faith in our defense. Barry said he forgot to mention the burger is too big for Amy to ever finish. So
poor Amy.
Yeah, if you ever get out to Twin Lakes Tavern, which we don't know what town that's in, somewhere
in Twin Lakes, I think, wherever that is.
Somewhere
if that is a place.
Somewhere near where Barry knows somebody with a demo home. That's all we know. Let's see if Barry has any last words to say. I'm going to unmute him for a second. Oh, I can't unmute my guest because their mic isn't connected. Well, I guess Barry doesn't have any last minute words to say. Do better next week, Barry. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think that's about it for us today.
Hey, look, I want to take a second to just give a shout out to all the people that are watching. Brian Gallagher, David Morales, Jimmy Kilius, Gary Campbell, one of my favorite guys, Gary Campbell.
It'll be a funny stop this Saturday.
I am Chad, Jeremy Demery, and a big shout out to Jerry Demery. So I don't want to go off on this, but Jeremy filmed me at hosting for Mary Santora at the Funny Stop. He gave me the video at no charge. Loved it, and I put it out on TikTok. Gave him a big shout out, and it really had a huge response. Very happy with that. Thank you, Jeremy. Golden Ox Studios. If you guys need some, in studio podcasts or video casts, then that's the place to go. So
yeah, I will also say with that this was not produced by Golden Ox Studios, so don't think that this is the quality.
This is not. This is not Golden Ox Studio quality. This is
John Brown's parents' basement quality. That's what That's what this is. This will be the last podcast we do from my parents' basement. I'm moving into my house tomorrow. So that'll be cool. Yeah, thanks to everybody listening. Brian Gallagher, if you think that I pronounced Najee Harris's name wrong, what is it, Najee? I don't know. Maybe you can come on the podcast next week and tell me how to do it. How about that, Brian?
Yeah. How about that, Brian?
Yeah. I mean,
So,
we can have 4 people on since one of them you can't
three
hear.
and a half.
So, yeah. I mean, that might happen. Barry, see you later, buddy. All right. All right, man.
All right. Are you stopping the live?
Yep.
All right.